Hey everybody, this is Javi, and you are watching Nahkila Isha's AshworthScott Life Sculpting. This is Feature Friday, so I am actually on at 1 o'clock. I'm usually on at around 8 or so, but I changed the schedule. And for those who are just watching this, I'm a psychic, intuitive people overcome generational trauma. And I actually do a lot of inner child energy work as well. Thank you. So a couple of people came on. Hey, how you doing? So please, 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 like, thank you for the thumbs up. So right now I am trying to get something up here. I don't know what's going on here. I'm trying to get the link. There you go. And if you would like a $20 mini reading today, let me go ahead and get that for you as far as the link. Okay. All right. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. How are you? Hello, Banjo. What is your name, so I can address you properly? I know your name is not Banjo unless you want me to call you that. So, what I am going to do, starting off, is and how are you doing this morning? By the way, so what I am going to do is give a 1 card reading, and then what I'm going to do is basically talk a little. Sephra, hi Sephra, how are you? Nice to see you. So what I'm going to end up doing is giving a forecast. That's good. That's so good. I'm also a bit tired, but I'm also doing pretty good as well. So here's the plan for today. I'm going to pull a card for the collective. I'm going to tap in a little bit, and then give a reading for the collective, like a 1 card reading. And then what I'm going to end up doing is giving a 2020 forecast for the collective as well, because there's so much energy, really good energy around 2020, and so I definitely want to tap into spirit and see what we have going on. So let me tap in real quick, and then we'll get started. Dear higher spirit, I pray that you use me as a vessel. Whatever comes through is from you, the highest and the best of my guardians, ancestors, wise ones, guardian angels, archangels, ascended masters. Whatever comes through, may it come from a place of light and love and is rooted in truth. And I pray you put the white light of protection around me and those who are meant to resonate with this video, the collective. I pray that you connect me to the mind, body, and spirit of those who will resonate with this message today, spirit. I also pray that you connect me to the heart chakra of those who are meant to resonate with the spirit, or with this live reading, or this live video rather. I also call, hey, how you doing, Nicole? I also pray to connect to the highest and the best of my ancestors, not only from this lifetime, but for many other lifetimes as well. Thank you. Past lives, different dimensions, alternate universes, and alien, extraterrestrial ancestors. All right, let's get started. Hello. Make sure to give a thumbs up, because the more people who see this video, the better. It will do Nahkila's heart good. Thank you for those who are just popping in. I really appreciate it. So what I am going to do is give a 1 card reading to the collective. If you would like a $20 reading, by all means, the link is up there above. above Sephira's name, we'll get started. All right. So, what message do you have for the collective spirit? What message of encouragement do you have for the collective? Oh wow! So what we got here is the medicine wheel. Okay, and what I get from this card is upside down. So basically, what I'm getting for oh wow, I'm feeling a lot of heart chakra stuff. I'm feeling a lot of sadness, a lot of pain and suffering. So what I'm getting, not yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like a lot, it's just like emotional pain and suffering. And so what I'm getting is that the medicine wheel is one of healing, is basically um, helping us tap into our healing, tap into our spirit guides, and tap into the power of our spirit guides in order to help us heal. And so a lot of us are unfortunately bringing some of that stuff into 2020, and you're being told to let go of whatever is going on and allow yourself to heal, allow yourself to prosper, allow at least allow yourself to prosper emotionally, because in the year 2020 it's about reciprocity as far as um, you know, people having sharing their feelings with you and vice versa. It's about sharing energy with your inner child. It's about sharing your energy with sharing your energy with people who actually care about you, and sharing that energy and pouring that energy and love into yourself. And so what I'm getting here is that you're literally being told by spirit, or at least being encouraged by spirit, to just basically honor and love your heart, do a lot of healing work around whatever is going on. I'm just getting like you are like being told by spirit, being told by spirit to be gentle with yourself, to be kind with yourself, okay, and basically step into your own power and step into your own well-being, okay, and to let go of the hurt and pain that is going on, okay, to let go of that, because there's so much for you. There's so much in store for you, especially in the year 2020, where we're literally given the opportunity to not only um, not demand reciprocity, but expect reciprocity for all that we've done, but to honor our growth and to honor where we have, come from as far as our spiritual growth. A lot of us have come a long way. A lot of us have done a lot of the work. A lot of us are just planting seeds. I'm just getting a lot of planting seeds. Okay. And because you're planting seeds, now they're going to grow this year. Okay. If not this in January, then definitely like towards the end of the year, you're going to see a lot of growth. All right. So that's all I have for the one card message. If that resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, by all means, hit the like button, because the more people we have, two people, have three people on at one point. So be sure to click that like button. Okay. Um, and how are you doing, Nicole? Nicole, how are you doing? And thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. I really appreciate it. I'm actually, to be honest with you, I don't even think Sephra said that message was for me to do a lot of healing for my heart. Yes, so there's a lot of people who've been hurting and doing a lot of shadow work in 2019. So it does not surprise me at all that you are receiving that message now, because when your heart is clear and when your heart is like replaced, all that stuff that was inside of it, as far as like the hurt and the pain and all kinds of like shadow emotions, when it's replaced with that feeling of self-love, that self-honor, that self-care, that resilience, everything will fall into place as far as your life and how you feel about the self and how you feel about other people, and you will see like your own divinity. Your heart chakra will basically help you see your own divinity. And when you're able to see your own divinity, you're able to see that the divinity of everyone else. Nicole says she's blessed. She also said, I've done a lot of healing with my inner child specifically. And that's, um, and so that was absolutely confirmation for me. That's awesome. Okay. And to be honest, like I also do inner child energy work as well. I don't know if people know this, but I actually work with Nahkila. I am one of her featured spiritual workers. So that and I just so happen to do like a lot of inner child energy work, and it's so important because you're like when you are um, doing a lot of work around yourself, you start to realize that a lot of the healing comes from your like in fact a lot of the behaviors that you displayed, anything that holds you back, anything that you know um, put you in harm's way, that was your inner child crying for help. Okay. And what I learned is that if you don't do your inner child work, you know you're only healing halfway, because you are to honor that inner child, you are to honor the little self that you once were, right? So hey, listening as I'm getting ready for the gym. Hey, Nahkila, what's good? So it would actually, we were just talking about inner child energy, and we got a message from the medicine wheel here. So um, I don't know if we actually talked about this specifically, um, but I definitely am. Hey, Tia Lynn, how are you? Um, I'm just being like led to do like an inner child reading for 2020. Okay, I'm on the move again. Nice. I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. I just feel like it's time for us to heal for 2020, and I'm just being like definitely being asked to do like a inner child reading if that's all right with y'all. So what I like to do, thank you for blessings and thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing and supporting Javi. And again, if y'all would like to have a reading, um, or 20 mini reading is $20. Um, and not only would you get your workout on, I know, right? And not only will you get like the answers you would like for spirit, like whether you ask a question. All right, you can ask a question or get a general reading for $20. And all right, let's do this. That's what I'm being led to do. So, dear higher spirit, what archetype? What archetype represents? What archetype represents? Hey, Javi, everyone. Every time I come here to delete someone. Hey, Diamond, what's good? Yeah, Nicole actually inspired me to do that. Thank you, Nicole. All right. So, dear higher spirit, what archetype represents the collective? What I pray, Spirit, that you connect me to the inner child of the collective. The inner child of the collective. What archetype? Oh, wow, we have a couple of them. All right. Oh, wow. So we have the Messiah card, the Messiah archetype, and the Mother archetype. Okay. So that doesn't surprise me. So I'll do one at a time. All right. So this is, I usually use the archetype cards, to set the tone, right? So basically, the Messiah, you have the Messiah card right here, right? So there's a light attribute and a shadow attribute. So the light attribute for the Messiah is serving humanity with humility. And then the shadow attribute is exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. What I'm getting here for the Messiah card is that a lot of y'all, it's not about you feeling as if, I'm getting that because a lot of you have done so much growth and so much prosperity in your own life. I'm getting that though you mean well, you want to see everyone succeed. You want to see everyone succeed in your life, like when it comes to family, when it comes to friends. You want everyone to know what, like the type of stuff that you went through, and you want someone to grow from it, right? Do you want to be seen as an example for spiritual growth? You want people to see your life, okay, and your growth. Therefore, you want to be this huge example of what can be done when you strive to break generational ties. At the same time, what I'm getting is that for the shadow attribute, some of y'all tend to either argue with family members or argue with friends about your growth. I'm just getting that a lot of you are arguing, defending yourself. I'm not getting any sort of exaggerated belief as much as I'm getting this feeling like a lot of you have outgrown a lot of your family dynamics. A lot of you have outgrown a lot of the old behaviors, and your friends can't handle it. Okay. Your friends cannot handle it. I'm not getting that you are just going after people and saying like, look, I'm better than you because I grew up, spirit got me. You're not going around saying that. What I am seeing though is that a lot of people are thinking that you have lost your mind because they don't understand the paradigm. They don't understand your ascension. It's as if like spiritually, a lot of you have outgrown your people. You let go of a lot of your people, right? And so that's where a lot of the conflict comes from. So they probably are walking around thinking or saying that um, at least the people and the people you used to hang out with or or certain family members, they're probably saying that you think that you're better than everyone else. Okay? They probably have that. They're throwing that dagger at you, whether they say it or not. That power is felt. You understand? I'm also getting the mother card. Let's talk about this. So the light attribute is nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. The shadow attributes are smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children, or for becoming independent. The mother card right here, I'm so glad that people are popping up. I'm so glad. So the mother card here is that a lot of y'all, you really are nurturing. You're nurturing yourself. You're nurturing people around you. You're nurturing your children. You're nurturing your spirit. In fact, what I'm getting is that you're nurturing your inner child. You're nurturing your inner child. You're finally putting them first. You're finally hearing them. You're finally hearing their call. You're finally doing the work necessary in order to make sure that they are heard. Okay. And as a result of that, you are basically putting yourself first. You're putting them first. Okay. It's as if like you're answering this call finally. Right. And so now you're giving birth to this new life because you're now, you and this little person are now living in alignment. They're not crying for help anymore. They're not crying for your attention anymore. They're not, um, they're not wrecking your life and you're not allowing it. So you're very much in alignment with your inner child and their needs. It's as if like there's a spiritual hierarchy of needs that's now being met, right? And so that's where that's coming from. As a result of that, again, like this talks about you walking away from people and feeling as if, or them making you feel guilty for walking away. Okay, you're holding them accountable by taking care of yourself, right? And finally realizing that a lot of the inner child stuff that you've been through um, is not exactly your fault entirely. It's not exactly your fault at all, really, really. And so now it's like Don't stop doing the work, okay, because of somebody else. A lot of there's still some work to do around the inner child. Don't stop listening to that inner child. You understand? Don't stop listening to that inner child, because other people cannot handle your personal growth. You understand? A lot of people, and this actually talks to me too. You know, there are some people out there in the collective that are really afraid to look at their stuff. And so, as far as their inner child and their childhood or things like that, so they are continuously ignoring what's happening here. Okay, they're ignoring their inner child. They're ignoring those calls because that's a form of abandonment. Okay, when you abandon your inner child, you're abandoning yourself, right? And so, what's happening is that there are some people who are not listening to their inner child for whatever reason. Maybe it's out of fear. Maybe it's out of some sort of um, I'm just feeling like a hurt and a lot of just like I feel a lot of heartache. So there's been some tremendous trauma, childhood trauma that people are still not looking at. Okay, and so um, they're definitely feeling as if, you know, it would not surprise me at all if um, they're telling people they don't need help, or they're trying to do it themselves, so on and so forth. And it's just like just doing whatever they need to do in order to survive. And I'm getting that from like some people within the collective. But what I'm also getting to is that there's some people here um, who are not doing anything. They're doing everything they're not doing anything to abandon their child or to go back to how they were. Does that make sense? Okay. So let's see what's going on in 2020. So, what message? Nicole, I have a quick question for you. Were you called? Because I'm keep getting Nikki. Was that your nickname growing up? So, this was wondering. Yeah, I'm getting Nikki. All right, so okay, right, okay, got you. All right, so what message, inner child message, do you have for the collective for the year 2020? What message, spirit, do you have for the collective? What inner child message do you have for the collective for the year 2020? What message do you have? Okay, that's coming out. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's not surprising at all. What message do you have? All right. Listen, I'm getting to read this upside down. Okay, so what I got for the year 2020 for the collective is the death card. Is this right side up or upside down? All right, I'm being told to leave this upside down. So basically, what I'm getting is that in the year 2020, I'm definitely getting like some folks from the collective that I'm not getting that like no change is going to happen. What I'm getting is that people are like going into 2020 with the fear of moving on. I'm getting that there's like this fear of letting go of the old paradigms because there's this fear of the unknown. And I'm also getting too that um oh, this is a hermit. Sorry. I'm thinking this is a death card. I am getting like a fear of the unknown. Okay. I'm definitely getting like the hermit card here. And usually you're being when it comes to the hermit and it's upside down, That basically tells me that this time of contemplation is over with, but there's still some fear. So basically, what I'm getting from this is that um, it's time to come out of your shell. It's time to come out of your shell. It's time to live your life. It's time for you to get over, like basically open yourself up to possibility and not let fear hold you back. And because there's not a problem with retrospection or anything like that, or introspection, especially if it's something that is to be done. But what I am getting though is that a lot of y'all use your past to hide, and y'all have done enough, and not only that, you have done work in the meantime, if that makes sense. So what I'm getting from this card, the Hermit card upside down, is that it's time for you to get out of your shell and start living your life. Okay, start living your life, because the time of introspection is over with. You already did that, and plus winter is almost over with. It will be over with. Okay, I'm getting around like this is definitely, I'm getting like a Capricorn January weather type of thing. I'm getting a January vibe from this, right? So that pretty much tells me right there that there is like a beacon of hope, that is going to be very beneficial to people. They just are to be not afraid, okay? They're not to be afraid. I'm also getting the King of Pentacles. Some of y'all have, I'm getting some of you have businesses. Some of you have your own businesses, or are going to be starting a business. So you are going to reap the benefits of getting started. A lot of you have started your business, or started growing your business in 2019, or maybe in 2018. And so what I'm getting from for 2020 is that a lot of us are going to be paid, like paid, 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 right? The money is going to be involved. I cannot stress this anymore, because what I'm getting as far as inner child energy is that a lot of us have come from impoverished homes, or homes where money was scarce, and so or well to like I'm not getting any sort of well-to-do families or anything like that. I am getting like maybe middle class to working class, and so or just not have a lot of money to begin with growing up. And so a lot of us carried around a money consciousness, poverty consciousness, where we feel like if we continuously, um, try to to get money, we're going to lose it. Okay. Or we're never going to get the money that we always wanted. But but a lot of you have cut away those vows of poverty. Okay. And as a result of that, you're now going to reap what you sow. Um, and get this, I'm also seeing like not just money, but just happiness and prosperity all around. Okay. Just money and happiness all around. There's going to be like stability. I'm just getting stability as well. There's going to be stability and a lot of peace that is coming um, from that card. All right. So y'all really going to feel it this year. You're really going to feel it this year, and your inner child is not going to be worried about money any longer. That's why it's so important that you do your inner child work, because what's going to end up happening is that now all that wreckage that you've carried around for so long is now going to be gone. For the most part, it's going to be gone, or it's not going to hinder you to the point where you are going to be worried about whether or not you're going to make it. Okay. I'm also getting the Nine of Cups. This is basically about either letting go or letting things. Um, and I'm just getting a lot of y'all are just like don't just please feel your feelings. Don't give up on your feelings. Don't give up on expressing your emotions. Continue to do that, and continue to go. Like, I'm just getting like in the year 2020, a lot of you are not going to be afraid of your emotions anymore. Y'all are going to be learning how to, like, if you don't already, A lot of you are going to be learning how to breathe. A lot of you are going to be feeling all of your emotions. A lot of you are not going to allow your emotions to get the best of you. Okay, this is what I'm getting for the nine of I'm sorry, the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups. Allow. Don't hang on to your emotions to the point where you're not expressing them. And in the year 2020, a lot of people are going to stop doing that. Okay, a lot of us are going to stop doing that. The reason being is that it just hurt us in the past. Like when we were growing up, we were not allowed to have our feelings at all. A lot of us were not able to have our feelings. A lot of us were not able to even shed tears. A lot of us literally did not allow themselves to even cry because of the fear of punishment or the fear of um, being ridiculed or being told that our feelings don't matter, um, or they don't have we don't have an opinion basically, and you're being told to let that go with this card, to let that go because a lot of you are not allowing yourself to have feelings still. Okay, but I also have this, the Lover's card, right side up. And so what I'm getting straight up is that a lot of us, again, are going to fall in love because we let go of a lot of those messages that we were not good enough to find love. Okay. I'm getting around June, July, but I feel like people in August are going to start falling in love with people or falling in love with the self. Okay. Spring is going to be like a really good time for us as well because this is when all that we I'm just getting like this new love energy, because that's where the spring is coming from. It's going to start in May, but it's really going to, but whomever you're supposed to be with, you're going to meet them or at least get together with them in August. Okay, I'm just feeling like a lot of romantic energy that's happening in 2020 right now because a lot of us have allowed ourselves to be loved, and our whole perception of love has changed because of the work we've been doing. Okay, a lot of people have this had this skewed perception of love and what love looked like because of how they grew up, um, and what they've witnessed in the marriages. I'm just feeling like it was very skewed for a long time, and a lot of I'm just getting that a lot of people in the collective found that um, people could not be trusted. I just get this feeling that people could not be trusted, or true love was not possible for them. It wasn't possible, but it's not impossible. Okay, because we got this card right here. There's six people and two light. Okay, so Nahkila says there are six people on and two likes. Let's create the mirror effect. If you're on and haven't liked the video, please do so now. Yes, if please like the video. Let's have a mirror effect. Let's go for like 6 likes or more. Um, so if you are resonating with this video in any way, shape, or form, by all means, let me know. Okay, or like the click that like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, if you have any questions or comments, by all means, let me know as well. And don't forget, I'm also giving readings afterwards. So let's see what else. We're almost there. We need 3 more likes, and then we'll have a mirror effect. I was wondering, does anyone else is anyone else out here? Well, anyone watching? Are you also moon energy sensitive? I'm very mood energy sensitive. Um, the lunar, how do I like it? I don't see the option, but have been trying. Oh, you just click the thumb right here. There's a after beneath the Nicole, beneath the video. That's really weird that they don't. You know what, you may have to refresh the video, and then you'll be able to see it. Sometimes it's been real glitchy. Let's see here. So what other messages, inner child messages, do you have for the collective? Yeah. Oh, you're on your phone? Okay. Let's see here. I know that. Do you have the app? Are you using the YouTube the YouTube app, or are you using the browser version? Because that could make a difference. Hey, whoever an eighth person just popped on. Hey, how you doing? Please let yourself be known. Hey, how you doing? Oh wow. So I'm actually, for those who are popping on, I am doing a energy reading, or inner child energy reading for 2020. Thank you so much. Thank you for liking the video. I really appreciate it. So basically, what we got is that you have to exit out of the live chat. If you're on your phone, hit the X and the like button is there. Yep. Thank you so much, Tealin. All right. So basically, what I got here said I had to get on my computer to get the like option. Okay. Well, thank you so much for the like, and thank you for sticking. Really, sometimes it's just like YouTube isn't like computers and technology is a mess. Sometimes you have to do you have to do the most to get what you need. So, um, but for those who just popped on, I'm actually doing the inner child energy reading for the year 2020, and so far, um, it's looking pretty good. A lot of us are going to do very well, especially when it comes to romance and money. That's what I'm getting from this. And letting go of your and people letting go. The Six of Cups is about no, I'm sorry, the Five of Cups is about letting go. It's about letting go and allowing yourself to let go. Because a lot of people are still holding on to stuff in fears of the unknown, of the unknown. Okay, and so what I'm getting is that a lot of us, are afraid, and it's okay for you to be afraid, but also know that spirit has your back. Okay, in the year 2020, everyone, like, people are to know that spirit has your back. Spirit is basically telling you right now to let go of whatever's going on, or continue to work um, on what you're letting go of, whether it be a person, place, or situation. That's what it is. In the year 2020, be aware that you're going to be letting go of a lot of people. You're going to find out that there are certain people, in your life, whether it be on social media or otherwise, they're not here for you, and you're going to find out eventually. Okay, that they're not here for you, and to be honest with you, that's okay, because they're making room for folks who are pretty much who are really in your corner. Okay, no, we are not going to be paying attention in the year 2020. We're not going to be paying attention to people who were never here to begin with, or they showed up whenever they felt like it. It's about reciprocity. Okay, the year 2020 is about reciprocity. Okay, let's get one more like for the video, and then we'll have a mirror effect. There's 7 people on. Let's do 7. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for this. Like, it's gonna be like spring or May. May is gonna when y'all gonna be is the best time for y'all to clean out your friends list, to log off social media afterwards, do some real contemplation about around friendship and relationships, and basically think about what you are looking for. May is the spring period, therefore it's about cleaning out the wreckage. Okay, is like January is about giving us hope. It's giving us that boost of hope. Okay, so that's why I'm seeing like a rainbow. When I think of January, I'm seeing like this. I see the calendar, and then there's a rainbow coming out of it. So that tells me right there that January is basically a reset. It's starting over, or it's helping people start over energetically and otherwise, right? So, but around April or May, around spring, you best believe that a lot of us are going to be doing some real deep cleaning housework. And when I mean housework, I mean your life. Okay, you're cleaning up your spiritual spot. So let's see what's going on here in the comments. Um, Tia Lynn says, was a Super Cheryl says they're doing good. Um, Tia Lynn said, Ashe to Reciprocity 2020. Tia Lynn also said, that's my birthday month, cleaning out house on my 24th birthday. Yes. When is your birthday again? Because that's the time, that's literally around the time when you're like, no, 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 no. Because here's the thing. Chronological age is your spiritual age. May 9th. Oh, nice. So you are a Taurus. Um, I myself am like a Gemini. That's my sun sign, right? And so like, yes, like April, May is time. Like that's when you're like you do that, especially around your birthdays. I'm feeling like a lot of people will be doing a lot of contemplating, a lot of contemplation about life and about what is in store for them. And basically, that's the time. Like April or May is the time for you to do some deep spiritual cleaning when it comes to your space, when it comes to your energy, because people in 2019 they tried it, they really tried it, and a lot of us over time, because of whatever trauma that we have gone through, we have the tendency to people please. So if if anyone has stayed in our life for a little bit longer than necessary, is because we we didn't want to piss anyone off. We didn't want to put anybody in a position of not of disliking us. And I'm telling you now, in the year 2020, people liking you or not liking you, that's going to be that's not going to be a thing anymore. It's not going to be a thing anymore because you've done enough growth to know that not everyone is here in your corner, and you're secure enough within your own self to know that not everyone is. You're not going to care as much. Okay, you're not going to care as much. In fact, spirit is going to do a lot of the house cleaning for you, because there's going to be that hemming and hawing about people, coming into our life, whether or not they should stay there, or we overreacting or whatnot. But spirit basically is going to help us through. We just had to ask for spirit's help. Okay, that's where the 7 of Wands come in. The 7 of Wands is basically saying, like, look, you're looking to the future. You're looking at like what's next. You're contemplating. There's a lot of contemplation and a lot of hope around the future. Okay. Now, since you've done the work, your future is extremely bright. And now you have all this hope and prosperity about your future. Okay. You're already planning. You're planning You're planning your next trip. You're planning your next business venture. You're planning your next your next move in regards to your life. Okay, so 2020 is about definitely is definitely about like making moves. Okay, making moves, and also like being like literally like looking out for your best interest. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of this is I'm just getting like a lot of this are just now finding out or just now realizing in 2019 that it's okay for you to not like everybody. It's okay for you to do for yourself. It's okay for you to put yourself first. 2020 will make you like, or definitely encourage you to still do so because you're just as important as the people you help, which is why you got some of y'all got the Messiah card. A lot of us are Captain Saberhose. You know what I mean? A lot of us want to, um, you know, do like basically do whatever we can to make sure that everyone else is okay. That's why we got the Mother and the Messiah card. You are to be your own mother, and you are to be your own Messiah. Okay, that's what 2020 is all about. Um, and that's why it's about self love, self growth, self prosperity, and basically, um, is literally your inner child is basically is telling you like it's time. You and your inner child are going to be growing. You and your inner child are going to be looking out for each other. Okay, looking out for each other, and looking out for your own best interests. Okay, which is not a bad thing. So Tia Lynn says she is, or they, excuse me, they are a Taurus Sun, Aquarius Moon. I apologize. Um, Taurus Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Virgo Rising. Okay, yeah, I'm a Virgo Moon. Or I'm not a Virgo Moon. I'm an Aquarius Moon. Um, and so like I'm also like a Capricorn Rising. So that explains a lot. It is trying to save all the hoes. I'm setting the intention to look out for my inner child and my interests. Right. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay. Because we've always been, especially if we are the oldest child, we always have been placed in a position to take care of other people. Okay. A Virgo moon, basically, your moon sign is your subconscious sign. Okay. This it pretty much like helps you like it drives your unconscious behavior as far as zodiac signs. So that's what that means. Okay. That's what the energy you tap into when you are releasing and letting go of things, right? That's literally the sign that nobody sees. Okay, that's the sign. That's the subconscious sign, the unconscious sign, the one that no one sees. Okay, and it's also the one um, that drives that unconscious behavior. Like I myself am a Aquarius moon. Um, People don't see that side of me. Um, but that's the one I work with for the most part when I'm doing any sort of spiritual work. If does that answer your question? All right, so I'm a Virgo. That's why I was wondering. Yeah, yeah, that's basically like the unconscious sign. All right, so what can the collective do to overcome certain their thoughts and behaviors? What can the collective inner child do to heal and overcome certain behaviors and thoughts that hinder them? All right, so basically, share. This is let me cover this up because I don't want this video to be docked. But basically, what this is the Page of Cups, and what this card is talking about, like continue to be yourself. Excuse me. Continue to be yourself. Continue to be the loving person that you are. Don't change yourself because of somebody else's behavior or someone else's mentality. Don't change yourself. Don't change your behavior. Don't change because somebody else doesn't get you. A lot of us have done that. That's part of the people pleasing. That's part of the people pleasing when we are putting ourselves in a position. And we did that. A lot of us did that during our teenage years. Okay, when we're trying to fit in somewhere, when we're trying to make family happy, make other people love us, and give us the time of day. We did a lot of people pleasing, and what this card is saying is that um, don't allow yourself to change because of someone else's stuff. You understand? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever to do that because um, what is it saying? Um, there are people, you know, peaches are really good and they're sweet, but not everybody like peaches. Peaches can be the most sweetest fruit in the world, but not everyone has is about peaches. So basically, you're not going to please everybody. Do not try to please everyone. Your inner child did that already. Your inner child did everything they could to make sure that that people, everyone else was okay. And what I'm getting from the Page of Cups here is that you like your tribe, the people that you are supposed to hang out with. Those are the people who are probably going to stay in your life, and those are and even whatever the case may be, um, you are to be yourself 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay, and the right people will rock with you. The right people will be there for you. Okay, I'm also getting to heart chakra work. This is the Three of Swords. It's about doing. It's definitely about doing some releasing around the heart, releasing around hurt, releasing around not being loved the way you felt you wanted to be. Okay, I'm getting that it's time to let go of that idea, whatever idea of love that you had in the past. You are to let go of that and heal from that. Because what you thought was love in the past, that wasn't it. That definitely was not it. Came from a place of confusion. It came from a place of trauma. It came from a place of desperation. It just came from a place where, like, a lot of those shadowy places that people took full advantage of. Okay, people took full advantage. I'm getting a lot of people actually chased relationships. Hey, Melinda, how are you? Good morning. A lot of y'all chased relationships. A lot of you chased down um, people that you thought were going to fulfill your life, and a lot of humiliation and pain came from that. Yeah, it's just time. It's time. Okay, to allow yourself to love the way you deserve to be loved. You understand? All right. So, thoughts and words of encouragement. So, what words of encouragement do you have for the, the collective's inner child? What words of wisdom do you have for the collective's inner child spirit? All right, so we got completion. The circle is complete. The circle is complete. Okay, like 2020 is the year of completion. It's a year of manifestation. I'm just getting for now, like there's going to be so many people manifesting a lot of what they've been working towards because they completed their cycles. They completed cycles. Whatever that cycle is to you, everyone has a different type of cycle. But whatever, and plus on top of that, it has a number 9. A lot of y'all have done a lot to get to this point. A lot to get to this point. And so now, like 2020 is going to be a blessing for y'all because now everything is going to make sense. Everything is going to make sense. Yeah, I'm just seeing that a lot of karmic debts have been paid off in 2019. And so as a result of this, like, or if they have not, they're definitely going to be completed in 2020. So y'all just, I'm just so proud of us. I'm just so proud of us. I really am because a lot of us have like come to this realization that we deserve better than what we have been receiving. And so a lot of us have been doing inner child work, shadow work, heart chakra work in general. And now it's paying off. It's going to pay off through our quality of life. A lot of us are not. I'm going to be real honest with you. A lot of us are not going to be that, for lack of better terms, that doormat that we used to be for the sake of other people. It would not surprise me that y'all, if a lot of folks out here are going to be like chucking a lot of people out of their life and saying, "No, I'm not doing this. Like this is some crazy stuff. Like I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this." You know what I mean? Um, I'm getting people with relationships that don't work out are going to fall apart. So a lot of us are going to be getting divorced or breaking up with a significant other. So you will be making room for self love, and that self love will attract someone who is on your level. Yeah, around January, February, people are going to get paid. People are going to get money for their business. Their business is going to thrive. Um, I just see a lot of prosperity. I see a lot of vacations too. There are people who are going to be going on vacation and just being like their childlike self during these vacations. I see a lot of sunlight, so there's going to be somebody's going to the Caribbean or Hawaii or someplace where there is going to be a lot of light and a lot of sun and a lot of warmth, which is good for the spirit anyway. So let me see one of these. Let me see what the comments say. Also, if we get one more like, that will be a mirror effect. So we have 7 people on. So we just need one more like. If I ask a question, my guys have an answer. Yes, yes. Um. So Tia Lynn says gratitude for our hard work, y'all. Yes, we did it. We did it. We literally started from the bottom, and now we are here. Okay, I'm not even playing. Melinda says, yes, sweetheart, speak the truth. Yes, it's very much the truth. Enough is enough. Yes, it is. God has been blessing me and my husband. I say this old man, I say this old man to be getting stronger. Yes. Um, Cheryl says, if I ask a question, my guys have been answering. Yes. Just another thing, like everything that we have worked for, every question we have had, it just seems to me like it's going to be all our questions as far as our purpose and why we're here, what's going on, what's do, like all that stuff is going to be answered in 2020. Okay, that's stuff's going to be happening in 2020. Um, what else is going on? I'm getting a retreat. Like maybe like the Nakila's retreat, but a lot of us are going to be going to retreats. A lot of us are going to be going to sweat lodges. A lot of people are going to be doing a lot of. They're going to be stepping outside the box spiritually, as far as what y'all would usually do in order to connect with spirit. I'm just getting like a lot of us are just definitely going to be like seriously like um a lot of us are going to be going to like deeper depths of ascension. It would not surprise me at all if people are going to be seeing ascended masters. They're going to different like time traveling, different dimensions. I see a lot of that happening because of the inner child growth that we have done, over the years, or if not of course of months, then definitely over the years. Okay, I'm just seeing nothing but spiritual prosperity coming from this. So don't be I'm just getting too like there's going to be a lot of spiritual teachers coming through as well. um Especially by the end, I want to say by the end of this year, a lot of us are going to be certified as teachers, or certified um as some sort of spiritual leader. Okay, a lot of us are going to be going through that. So December is going to be like a year where um it's just like 2000. It's just going to be a year where people are going to not contemplate, but definitely reflect on all that's happened to them. Okay. Um, so yeah, like unfortunately too, like getting to that we're going to be seeing a lot of deaths. Like people are going to be unfortunately losing family members, or have family members cross over. Okay, so be aware of that. Okay, be aware of that as well. Okay, be energetically, emotionally ready for that. I mean, no one is or could never be, but um, I'm definitely getting like there's gonna be like the old energy, even when it comes to people, um, is going to be like moved on to the other side, and you're gonna don't be surprised if you're gonna be being introduced to a lot of ancestors as a result. So yes. So Nikila said there's still available spots for the 2020 Activating You retreat. Join us. Yes. So there's going to be this beautiful Activating You retreat in Mexico. And there's some spots left. How many spots are left, Nikila? Um, so, um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I will be joining a few other people in the REM group, or will be joining as well. So by all means, like sign up, reach out to Nikila and sign up for the retreat. I know I'm assuming there's going to be like a interview process, but yeah, definitely join us. Definitely do that. But as far as like the 2020 reading, that's all I have. Um, the energy reading for that. That's all I have. Um, if anyone has any questions or comments, by all means, let me know. Also, be sure to get a mini reading, for $20. When is it? And tell me how, please. All right. You have reach out to Nikila about that, Nicole, and thank you so much for sharing with us. Not a problem. Not a problem. And again, if you are wanting a $20, oh, thank you so much. Um, be sure, or like, if you would like to have a mini reading for $20, um, I will go ahead and put that link up, and so you can ask a question, a specific question, or get a general reading. But for $20, you get a lot of information. I tap in. I'm definitely a vessel for spirit, and whatever questions you have, I will answer it or through spirit. I will definitely answer it to the best of my ability. So Nahkila said there are 3 available spots for the 2020 activating you retreat. So but all we just reach out to her about that. Is the location's beautiful. The location, you should show them the location, Nahkila, when you get the chance. Um, but yeah, also too, like be sure to um subscribe to this channel, to Nahkila's channel here, the Scott's Life Sculpting channel. You can also reach out to me if you would like to have a more personalized reading. I am here every. Oh, now, oh, nice, nice. Thank you so much for that. Like now, it's a mirror effect. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yes, you can get a personal reading for me. Just go to NahkilaIsha.com and sign up to get a personalized reading. Um, Says thank you, Javi, for the amazing journey today. Much love. Same here. Um, so thank you so much, Melinda. Thank you so much for your kindness, and thanks everybody for you know basically like let me tap into their energy and to share my energy with you, and vice versa. Um, is October 1st to 6th? Okay. Um, so unless someone would like to have a $20 reading, or have any questions for me, I'm definitely going to head out because 2:09 my time, but I still have a little bit of juice to give readings. Peace and love, my spiritual family. Same here to you, Melinda. All right, so I'm going to head out then. Thank you so much again for sharing your time with me. I really appreciate it. I'm here on the second and fourth Friday of each month, so I'll definitely be here next time. And and yeah, like it'll be New Year. It'll be 2020 when we see each other. So, all right, thank you so much again, and till next time, y'all have a good one. We'll be staying at a private villa on the beach in Mexico. The link for the reading is in the description box. Nice. All right, so I guess I will head out. All right, peace. Have a good rest of the weekend. No problem, Tequila. Thanks for having me.